I think it's important for candidates as you're applying to fully understand the business that you are applying to. So if you know who the hiring manager is and having kind of a direct connection with them, understanding what they like and what they're passionate about gives you a special in. Making sure that you have a solid portfolio if you're a designer or a front-end engineer is pretty critical at this point. You can't actually claim to be a professional in those fields without that.
We've gotten a handful of video applications. I enjoy those. It really allows us to see who a person is. We generally conduct our interviews via Skype if they're not in person, and to be able to have that face-to-face interaction before even getting to that point really pushes people ahead. I really like designed resumes. Like, obviously you don't want to go crazy on it, but you know, have a friend that's good with graphics, that's a designer, play around with it and set it into a nice colorful format. Definitely always a pleasure to open something up like that. Those things that make you who you are the things you really want to carry through in your applications. Yeah, actually we got an applicant who created their own WordPress website solely tailored for us. It was extremely impressive. Not only displayed their experience and skill set, but also how they would be able to fit in with our current team. You know, we're very open about how we are and what our culture is. The applicant certainly tailored the website to that and definitely got them in the door. It was a great application.
One thing that they can really do to stand out is learn more about the company, more about the product, actually use the product, learn how it works. Maybe they can get a better idea of like the requirements and what the company could use. So one really good example of this is one of our users, Lucas, who connected with one of our co-founders, George. They both have interest in machine learning research, so they started talking about this research for like months. And eventually George invited him to IMO to actually do an interview to see if he was a good fit to work here. So he visited, the interview went well, and he's going to start here in the next month or so.
I had a candidate once who just knew a lot about the product that he was going to be hired for. He did all the research about it. He showed up with competitive information. Not that he worked at a competitor, he wasn't, but he actually looked at all the competing products and really highlighted the whole business case for our product. So it's almost as if he was already working in the job for a while. And having that level of expertise really makes you shine in an interview.
One way you could really stand out is just being tenacious with your job search and your networking efforts. So like mentioned, you know, you really want to get out there so that you can stand out from the hundreds of people applying for the same position. So utilize your resources. LinkedIn, Twitter. If you find someone that's in that company already, reach out, introduce yourself, and let them know why you'd be so passionate to join their team.